Is everyone rested up? More or less. My mind was racing so much that I passed out before I even realized it. Same here. I think I've sorted through my own thoughts, but I'd still like to hear everyone else take. I have to tell you all something. What homework? I haven't studied anything. Oh, really? Sure thing. We'll come to the hideout right after school then. Gotcha. Cool, I'll be waiting for all of you.
Hey!
We definitely need to update everyone about Lady Lavenza. Look up our plans for here and out too.
We have to choose our own path, eh? Akechi had mentioned that we needed to determine what we'll do from here on out. It seems he was right.
We can accept this reality, but that means we'll have to fight Dr. Maruki, right?
How does Morgana know about this? Didn't we tell Morgana that Lavenza said us something? Like earlier today? We'll teach us out of doing homework. I mean, that could work with Kawakami. Probably. I don't think it's gonna work with anyone else. Yeah, we told Morgana in the morning.
That's right. We have to confront Maruki and steal his desire. In a way, it's business as usual for us.
Your English teacher?
Dr. Maruki is an adult with a warped desire, but that desire's just a wish for us all to be happy, right?
I admit, it's nothing similar to the desires we've seen in the likes of Shido and Kamoshida.
The English teacher? Is that Miss Chuono? Chono?
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts of evildoers. Dr. Maruki is quite different from our past targets.
Well, I think we already know what we gotta do.
Wait. What did you say, Haru?
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts of evildoers. Dr. Maruki is quite different from our past targets.
Are you saying that at the sight of Futaba, whose heart was also stolen by us? I mean, well, it's not stolen, it was kind of like... change. Did we even change it? I think she changed it herself. With our help. I don't know.
Haru's right. Dr. Maruki ain't a shitty adult at all. There are probably plenty of folks out there living all happy in this reality. Who knows? Maybe Dr. Maruki's actually doing the right thing. But we all still feel like this reality's wrong, right? We decide what's right for ourselves. That's what we all agreed on when we went after him in the palace.
It counted as being stolen.
If changing Doc's heart fixes our reality, I'm gonna do it. So somebody say something?
Sorry, I was just thinking about how right you are, Ryuichi.
Is that sarcasm?
So we're going to change our target's heart not to reform society, but to acquire the reality we believe in.
I am the treasure. What an awful treasure. I mean, what?
That doesn't sound bad at all.
Then it's unanimous.
Well, that means our next step is pretty clear.
Check out the palace. Get back in the palace.
Right. Maruki said that he'd be willing to fight if we are too. It's safe to assume he's expecting us to infiltrate his palace.
That reminds me. You know that, reality bending stuff?
Wait, we have reality bending? I thought we only had water bending and air bending, earth bending, fire bending, blood bending, and metal bending.
Why is Doc able to do that anyway?
I've been wondering the same thing.
Say? Time bending?
Even if he was the top cognitive science expert, that wouldn't be enough for him to do all of this.
If we're going to fight Maruki, We'd better dig up some more intel on him first.
Good day. This is Lavenza speaking.
Oh, Lavenza got a phone too. Lavenza?
Huh?
Your will of rebellion has reached new heights. We would like to aid that will, if you find it agreeable.
That'd be helpful. Please.
Wait, how is she even calling you?
Probably she bought a phone, I don't know.
And how'd she know how high our wills are? Did she tap your line or something?
Her timing was just too perfect. Maybe she actually did.
They got a landline.
I have performed no form of electronic surveillance whatsoever.
Apparently, she can hear you.
There's something I wish to tell you regarding your current situation. However, I'm reaching the limit of my communication ability with this method. Let us meet in person tomorrow.
So basically, she didn't pay a big phone contract thing.
Yes. Of course, your friends are also invited. As for the location, let us convene at your school.
At Shujin?
Wait, she'll be at the school? Lavenza will?
In that case, I'll see you tomorrow.
She hung up.
Is she really gonna go to our school? Just walk through the front gates like nothing?
It's very small. She only bought like a couple of minutes per day or something like that.
I'm not sure what to make of it. But since we've determined our goal and Lavenza's offered to help us, I'd call that progress of some sort.
All we have left is whatever we discuss tomorrow at school, plus whether or not we're going to team up with Akechi.
Considering what he told us, really does seem like we share an end goal with Akechi, but
Well, I think we ought to team up.
me too.
Are you sure?
Dr. Maruki's strong enough to change reality itself. If we're gonna fight him, we're gonna need Akechi's help.
Pays too well. Does it even pay?
Plus, if he does betray us again, we'll just take him out too.
I guess that settles that.
Let's all meet at Shujin tomorrow. I'll take care of figuring out how to get Yusuke and Futaba in the school.
I appreciate the effort. Thank you.
All right, let's head home for now.
I'm already home. So do you think Lavenza will make it to the school? I hope she doesn't get lost or anything. Yeah, don't you think it's a bad idea? Her wandering around in that getup? That's true. Hopefully no one gives her a hard time. If someone does, you better come up with a good excuse for her. Morgana's on top of it.
For real?
What? No, I'm not. How am I supposed to pull something like that off? A kitty helping out a little kid? Sounds like one dynamite duo. That could last 3 seasons in a movie easy. That's not exactly helpful to us right now though. At any rate, I'm certain she will reach out to us if something were to go awry. I want to make a stack of money each month. That's true, we can put our faith in Lavenza. Agreed, let us know if anything changes. Good night, everyone.
Yeah!
Why will Lady Lavenza want to meet up at the school? It's not like she just wants to check out the place, right? I guess I cannot go out today. Touch. Lady Lavenza will come by the school. That must mean she's got something important to talk about. Let's hear her out.
Hey!
Come on, I cannot do anything again. There are some important topics being discussed tomorrow. I know you're nervous, but try to get some rest. Is my plant still fed?
Hey, hey! Nice! Yes! Hey!
Okay, fine. Do you want to take a break for today? I want to think of it a bit more. Second, haven't saved in a while.
Do it.
Now we do. Hey. outside of my room. Sorry, it's nothing. Doesn't seem like nothing.
No.
I was just remembering what happened that night. Remember, right? Night before we went into Mementos to erase it? Where we deal with Shido?
Hey!
Remember how I said I finally found a place where I belong? Even though I said that and really believed it, I still fell right into Maruki's hands. I know I've made it obvious how much I want to be a human. More than once. I thought it would give me a chance with Lady Anne, but what I did was just so lame. Can't believe I was off having a blast while you were busy trying to help us. I understand why though.
Wait!
Quit being so nice to me. If you try excusing something this big, I'd be more disappointed than anything. Now that I think about it, you've been helping me from the very beginning. Hell, I was locked up in a prison when we first met. I'm nowhere near cool. You don't have to be cool. You're already super cool. Quit bothering me up. You don't have to tell me twice though. I'm going to be super cool from here on out.
Listen up!
You know what? I'm going to make you a promise right now. From here on, I'm going to be more independent. I just kept relying on you for everything because deep down, I thought you could figure everything out for me. But that's all changing. I'm going to stand proud on my own 4 feet. And I'm going to be the one to protect you. I promise I will. Okay, this is actually what I was thinking all of this time. I never actually brought it up on a stream. But I was like, I remember that in Persona 4 we got double evolution. How does it is it in here also? And how do we achieve it? I was thinking that for like a very long time, but I never said it on the stream. Well, here it is. I've discovered a new, no, my original power.
All right.
Organa Persona Mercurius has transformed into Diego. Go, Diego, go! You get an extra confidence level per se. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like curious all of this time thinking about it. Like, they already maxed? They already evolved? Does it even exist in this game, or is only one evolution? I've been thinking about that all this time, but well, here's the answer. Do I know what Diego de Dandora's Coast is? Yeah, Diego is actually a very common name in Mexico. I do know a lot. I actually know a lot.
Okay.
Alright, time to serve Maruki. He's just desserts. Anyone who tries to pull one over on us like that is asking for it. Let's do our best. Would you wish for it? I mean, it's true, but let's just forget that part. Let's reject Maruki's world together and fight for a real reality. We're gonna be even greater partners now.
Let's turn in for the night.
Well, things are going to get hectic starting tomorrow. Let's call it a night. You know what's funny? What? Majestic presence. Medium physical damage to foes with high critical chance of... I don't know. I don't think I want it actually. Do I want it? In German, Dora is teaching you English? Yeah, same in here. Same in here. Dora is normal Spanish in here and speaks English. So basically, like, Spanish version of Dora, it's literally the opposite of English version of Dora. Literally. Like, what they say in Spanish, it's in English in here. What they say in English is in Spanish in here. All mirrored. It makes sense, yeah. And actually, the name of the show makes more sense in Spanish or like, I don't know if more sense, but sounds better. In English, it's Dora the Explorer, right? In Spanish, it's Dora la Exploradora. Because explorer in Spanish is exploradora. So in Spanish, it's better. I'll type it down. Dora la Exploradora. In Spanish is very cool. So I am gonna assume that is the reason why she's called Dora, you know, because of the Spanish name of the show. I don't know. Conquistador. Wait. Do I really want Samurai Charm? Like, I could just use an item, right? At the same time, am I even gonna use Miracle Rush? What about Diego? Actually, I never saw Diego in Spanish. I don't know. You can Google it right now. I think it's called Go Diego Go in Spanish. Seems like. Yeah, it's just the same name. That one doesn't change. Keep Miracle Rush. I only have Miracle Rush. Oracle. Like, I want to keep evade electricity because I'm weak to it. Remove Polimpa. I don't know if I should remove Polimpa or Samara Karm. As I said, Samara Karm, I can just use an item to revive a character. You speak on another Spanish name, yeah. Evade skills are in words? Are you sure? I mean, I always have Masuko Kaya anyways. I'll just remove it. Awakening the Phantom Tips achievement unlocked. The new year is starting. You all look sleepy. What? Did you doze through the new year? Was Shogatsu one big excuse to laze around? Good grief. Shogatsu's not supposed to be an excuse to relax, you know. We decorate with Kadomatsu, Kagami Mochi, and Shimenawa in order to welcome the Toshigami deities. It's one of the oldest traditions in Japan. By the way, cherry blossom viewing and even Children's Day are meant to commemorate deities and spirits. Japan's got a lot of gods, so naturally there ended up being a lot of events and rituals to accommodate them all. There's a phrase referring to all the Shinto gods as a collective. Anyone know it offhand?
What is the answer?
Alright, Takamaki-san, I'll bet you slept through Shogatsu. Yeah, I mean...
Hey, wait!
Hey, Lady Anne is obviously panicking. Be a good guy and help her out.
Seriously?
I'm so unlucky and I didn't even sleep through Shogatsu. Are you awake? Can you give me a hint? It's some phrase about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? What is this phrase supposed to illustrate about the gods of Shinto? How numerous they are? Yeah, I think that's right. They use a specific number, right? What is that phrase again? The one about how many gods there are in Shinto? 10,000? I think it was more than that, actually. Well, 8 million is more than 10,000. Yeah, I think that's it. So people call the gods of Shinto the 8 million gods.
This is it. Correct.
That's correct. Shimenawa reminiscence. Are we also gonna get some emblem of the severe fate?
No way.
We call them Jiao Yorosu no Kami, or the 8 million gods, though that number not meant to be taken literally. Jiao Yorosu is essentially shorthand for myriad gods, an uncountable number. In olden days, the Japanese believed that gods dwell in everything. What with all these traditions, you could say these beliefs still affect our lives today. It's a wonderful thing, really. We really need to cherish our history.
Nice going!
Nice, Lydian seems really relieved. You're pretty good at studying, I'm impressed. It's 1:11.
You've been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch.
Oh.
As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and...
Hi.
That's...
Let's follow it, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just fluttering down the hall like a graceful... Wait, that's not my point.
It's a fairy. Dora, not subtitle? Oh, I see.
Let's follow it.
It's Lavenza.
Hey,
Chase it down so you don't lose sight of it. I'm going on a trip next week. My mom reserved a hotel. Is this really the right time for that? What are you going to do about your college exams? Well, nothing really. What are you saying? You've worked so hard up until now. I know you want to have fun, but you can't give up now. What are you talking about? I'm not going to college. When I graduate, I'm going to work at my dad's company. I've been saying that since last year. Can we go downstairs?
hey,
Then you have to chase after a butterfly? I guess not. Can I go upstairs? I guess it's gonna be the same. Okay. La Benza. People seem to have calmed down about the Phantom Thieves. What do you think about them? Yeah, I get that. People often lose interest in things around the new year like one-hit wonders. Well, I want to report the news without being influenced by the public. Honestly, I wish I could interview them in person, but that's never gonna happen. They're heroes. I see that their actions had a major influence on you, huh? What does it matter? And yet, we never managed to find out who they were. It all feels like a dream now. Well, I want to report the news without being influenced by the public. Oops. Going down.
oh,
Hey, you see that? It went to the first floor. Come on, senpai, we shouldn't skip. If you keep this up, they'll take you off the starting lineup. It doesn't really matter to me. Actually, I'd be glad if they did. I prefer to just sit on the bench and cheer everyone else on. It's easy, and I can chat with the manager. What? Seriously? What's gotten into you? Could you at least come to afternoon practice? Everyone's worried about you. Yeah, if I feel like it. Where on earth is he trying to go? Come on, we gotta follow it for now. Okay, I guess I have no option. Are you a Karen? He's talking to the manager. Wait. We're going to the nurse office. Aren't we?
for real?
The nurse office? What's going on here? It's just like my dream. It even show up in your dreams? That's strange. Well, never mind that. There's no point in thinking about that right now. Let's get inside the nurse office quickly.
Hey, wait!
Where are you going? Let's check out the nurse office. Fine. Everyone's been in high spirits since the turn of this new year. It's weird. Did something happen? I heard everyone's happy that all their wishes came true, so that's probably it, right? But being too happy might not always be a good thing. You have to be motivated to win a match. It tells that you've been talking to your boyfriend on the soccer team a little too much. Come on, being happy is a good thing. Butterfly. Are there snacks? Are you gonna take my rookie's place? I guess you are.
Lavenza.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
She's a new counselor. Thank you for coming.
I see. Exchanging common expressions upon meeting like humans do, it has a rather pleasant feeling. But that is irrelevant. Let's turn to the matter at hand. As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
Here? You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat. But the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
I see.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened. Until that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
I mean, there is a bed behind if you want to take that.
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza?
This is Lavenza's safe room. She disappeared!
I guess we should get everyone in here.
Infiltration success.
they got the red outfits.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here, we're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong.
Wait, don't tell me you're also using the red outfit. You are!
Say though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
All right then. That's no concern of mine anyway. Remember what I told you all before?
If you wanted to kill us, you will have already done it.
We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
You woke up.
It appears that everyone's arrived. Does this mean you're ready to begin?
She's so small.
Ain't that our line?
Care to fill us in?
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it.
So Meru is not here.
As well as the true nature of his power.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses. In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
Isn't it gone though?
Wait, don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace. Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
Could he really have done all that? I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization?
Actually.
Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona. In other words, this man named Maruki is...
He's a persona user?
That's impossible. There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world.
So, his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still though, even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on Mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect Mementos, it's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
And what if he became such a god?
What? The god of control.
Indeed, the being in Mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Took over his position? What do you mean? So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Skip a text now.
Now, the Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
He made them believe that? Did he just took all the credits?
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like this. Is that really true?
It's most likely because
We wish for it, we chose Maruki.
What? After we defeated the god of control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
What about our counseling?
You can change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the keys to fit? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this had happened at all, but... Well, no matter what path you might have to take to get there, I hope your track dreams will still do you some good in the end. Thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
there's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts. Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this is all our fault, huh?
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too.
He has to be stopped.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed. This world is in a very unstable condition currently. On the day that the God of Control fused mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with mementos hasn't been totally undone. That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue, reality shall merge with mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one. When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control. To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
We only have a month.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right? Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
That's not even a month, it's less.
It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card. Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card. This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions.
You mean the Metanav? You mean the palace ruler?
Right.
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why didn't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence entirely?
But that's how Maruki thinks. Maybe he wants to save us?
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
Fine then.
Fine then.
You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
And that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
we may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well.
Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own. What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster. Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
Wait. I saw Sumeru.